person that you'll ever communicate with will see you differently from how you envision yourself. In other words, their experience when interacting with you may vary from how you expected or intended it to be. You can think that you're presenting yourself in one way, in all reality, the person can be seeing you in a totally different way. Quick example, going on a date with somebody that you really like. You do your best to look great, but maybe you missed a stain on your shirt or your pants are wrinkled. You overlooked it because you were so excited and looking forward to seeing this person, and you didn't take the time to look in the mirror before you walked out the door to make sure your fit was right. You know me, my examples are legendary. But what I'm really trying to get to is when speaking, that's only multiplied. Now you're trying to make sure that you give your best self to 100 pair of eyes instead of just one. A great way to prepare for this is to record yourself practicing. In the 6th grade, I played the saxophone and was pretty good at it. I really liked it a lot, but I was new to playing the instrument. The most experience I had up until that point was playing those recorders that we all had to use in elementary school music class. I wasn't used to playing in front of a room full of people, and during that year, I drastically improved. So much so that I often found myself in the first chair and I was invited to be part of the jazz band. I would now have the opportunity to perform in front of an auditorium full of people very often. The thought alone made me nervous, no matter how much I practiced during school hours. It had to be a combination of the many funny faces you make when blowing air into your instrument, or the fact that it would be obvious if you played the wrong note. Anyway, to get over this fear, I would often practice in the mirror. I wanted to see what my audience would see. It helped me realize small micro habits that I could fix, as well as make sure I didn't make any funny faces. All jokes aside, it helped me realize I could make myself appear comfortable in front of my audience, even if deep down inside I was very nervous, and it worked like a charm. Giving a memorable talk goes beyond simply delivering great content. It depends just as much on your performance as it does the words you say. By performance, I don't mean you have to be an actor or actress. Although you're given a piece of yourself, public speaking isn't acting. Still, all eyes are on you, so that means that everything you do will be under a microscope. From the way you talk, to the way you walk, to what you do with your hands, to your facial expressions, everything you say and do for those 45 minutes will be viewed and in some instances scrutinized. So it's not only best that you practice beforehand, but also record yourself. When you're giving a talk, you're living in the moment, and sometimes you may not be aware of other things that you do. It would be great if you can catch them and eliminate them before you officially give your talk. It helps make you more aware and polished. When it comes to recording yourself, go about it the right way, but don't overthink it. You don't need to go out and buy a $1,000 DSLR camera. If you have one, great, but if you don't, your camera phone will do the trick. The only other thing you need to do is get a tripod. And then there are some things you can do to actually simulate a real presentation environment. You can tape yourself in your living room and have some of your family and friends view your presentation. They all don't even have to be paying attention. In fact, it can be better if some of them are paying attention and if some of them are moving around, making noises, and doing all sorts of other things. This actually simulates the proper distractions that you can run into in an actual speaking environment. At the end of the day, you will not only have a good recording of yourself that you can view and draw improvements off of, but you can have people you trust who also care about your improvement give you valuable feedback. Sounds like a win-win to me. If you found this tip useful, please like it and share it. Comment on it as well and let me know what you think. Until next Monday, my name is Julian Leonard and this tip was brought to you by the J. Leonard Group.